to Midnight Alley, episode fucking forever. And we're picking up where we left off last session with Rose was in the well, I guess it's someone's house. It's one of the mansions in Fairhaven. She met with the sons of Sybaris, and they made some revelations. It was like, oh hey, thank you for coming. By the way, we are actually a fucking cult. uh, we are trying to bring back the the age of demons because then the sovereigns are going to be like, oh cool, well we've been kind of dormant for I don't know however many thousand years it's been, and they think that that will bring them back into action. And also they're like, what was it? What the hell's her name? Zamra's mom's like, yeah, I have Zamra. You know, she's gonna be important. I have to make some sacrifices of my own. And Rose is like, what the fuck does that even mean? She's like, don't worry about it. And she excuses everybody from the room, and kind of starts to talk to Rose, and hands Rose a glass of wine. Rose sits it down, and they both sit down and talk for a minute, and then Zamra's mom drinks some of it and like looks at her glass, and then passes out. Um,
Hmm.
Meanwhile, Ghost Rider and Ghost Rider 2, Zazie, and Lucian ride the fast body Magicycle to Weirden. Meanwhile, there's some Vanguard ships coming, following up from the destruction at the Chalice Center. Going there, they're dropping off these interesting Magitech armor clad soldiers that have, basically they have guns that are shooting magic missile, and they have shield and armor and all this crazy, shit that they're fighting off all these zombies. There's probably like a squad of them. I don't know, 10, 6, something. I haven't really decided. But they're wearing the Warforged armor and all that good shit. You guys recognize it from the installation that you happen to go on a side quest to under the Darkwood. So that's going on, and they kind of skirt around the outside and then drive off to the place where the original crash was, where the comet hit, or meteor, whatever you want to call it. And then they snuck in through the north side into where the monastery used to be, and now there's some massive apartment complex there, or housing project, whatever you want to call it. And then surrounding it, like there's a like cyclone of zombies or brainwashed people, whatever you want to call them, that are going through almost these strange insectoid transformations. Some of them are sprouting wings and claws and multiple eyes and strange appendages, similar to that of the the quarry. And Zazie was able to be like, oh hey, yeah, wow, these guys are turning into quarry. And meanwhile, there's a quarry flying over a squad of them, basically just mind controlling them. So the two of them are like, hey man, it's getting too hot in here, especially after I forgot to mention they rode through over 100 of these weird zombies on Lucian's motorcycle with him like trying to set everyone on fire, and almost got swarmed and destroyed, but they got out of there. And they went to the moon dial, which Lucian remembered, or Steve, I guess. So, grats on that from year one, the teleportation device that he used to travel from one place to another, and he's about to use that to travel to Fairhaven, to the moon dial that's in basically the lower southwest quarter of Fairhaven. And back at the Monts, Kovanen and, well, I guess I should say Voss, and Baby Vonnen are just chilling, waiting on Rose to get back so that they can interrogate the dead body of their old friend Radner, and she is where she is. So, anybody have anything to add?
No.
Um, the quarry lying above everybody.
Um, tried to mind control Zazie as
Oh
well.
shit, my bad. I totally forgot. Did you pass a check? What happened there? You passed.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Right, but
I passed
yeah.
and I was like, Lucian, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And we got out of there.
Yeah, that was an important detail, and that was like your main reason for running. You're like, I'm not getting mind control of these motherfuckers. So,
Not a good idea.
no. All right. So, you know what? I think I'm going to pick up with Rose because for me, as I listened to the episode again this past, well, over like the next day or some shit, or over the course of a couple days. And
Mm-hmm.
that to me, I was like, man, I wonder what's going to happen next. So, um, now I get to find out and partake. All right, Rose. So you are watching her as she slowly slips unconscious into her chair. You know that the rest of the people are one, maybe two rooms away. It's a decent size building, but it's still,
Mm-hmm.
it's just a house in town.
Yeah, and after her revelation, I guess that is something that we do need to add is that Zamra's mother did reveal that at least this group was responsible for Grimvor's death.
Oh, good point. Man, I totally left that out. Yeah, that's what she revealed to you after they left the room. Um, hey, basically, she was like, hey, I'm sorry, you know, but it had to be done. Um, and but she didn't specifically say they had him killed, but it was very, past insight check. Uh, that that's what she was referring to.
Yeah, which Rose made a couple of damn good insight checks there. And now this is where Rose kind of has to make a hard choice. Does she cut and run because she knows at this point she's in danger? Because they're not going to let her leave alive if they had a chance to say anything.
Yeah,
Or
maybe
does she try to?
you don't know. You were negotiating with her on what that actually meant, and it sounded like she didn't want you guys dead. It sounded more like it was too late, and that was the only reason why she was revealing this information to you. And the glass of wine incident is very curious.
Yeah, yeah, the wine was poisoned. Just for once, Rose did the smart thing and not drink. But now Rose has to figure out if she's saving Zamra's mother or herself. She needs a name. Zamra's mother needs a name.
It's Lady Delyrander.
Okay, more than just Lord Delyrander or Lady Delyrander, whichever one she's using. I thought it was Lord.
Oh yeah,
It
Lord.
is Lord.
Lord, my fault. My fault. A name for her? Come on, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
I mean,
Well,
we could make it
it's
easy
actually
on you
it's
and just
actually
make
her
it
first name
Lord.
is her first name is Lord. Yeah, I am Lord. Do.
Yeah, because it is a valid name. It
Yeah,
kind of fits.
it's not her name. You learned her name and you know it. That's all that matters. Rose knows her name.
Oh, right. So here is where I've had a little bit of time to think about this, and the more I think about it, the more Rose is a paladin. She's going to use at least some, if not all, of her lay on hands to try and save Lord Delyrander. As awkward as the past revelations have been, it's like she needs to
Hey,
be there for
it's your
Zamra
character.
and Irithul. Yeah, no. Lord Delyrander needs to be there for Zamra and Irithul and even Lucian. If Rose can save her and snap her out of what Rose is convinced is brainwashing, may not be, then that's what Rose is going to do. So she's going to grab Lord Delyrander and use how many lay on hand points for poison? Just the 5?
I think I would say isn't 5 like essentially
Yeah.
the cure.
Yeah, for poison. I've got 5 already missing, but I'm gonna respin the 5. If anything, it'll just double up. And then, what level is remove curse? Do I even have that prepared? If I don't have that prepared, level 4, 3rd level, and then remove curse on Lord Delander as just kind of a backup.
Yeah, you know,
Like-
you're going to give her an antibiotic, you know, and a, you know, antiviral.
Essentially.
Cool. She's going to open her eyes and look at the glass of wine and then look back at the
Yeah.
door. And then the people are going to slowly be walking in. As you watch.
Right. This is about to get interesting. Gentlemen, ma'am, I'm assuming just the one outside of Lord Lyrander.
Mm-hmm. And she actually steps forward and starts walking around. So as she's walking around the table, what do you do?
I'm gonna take a couple of hesitant steps back, away.
And you never met
Oh.
Mwedu, right? Personally?
Technically, just the once,
You
but it was very memorable.
Okay. So, you know, I use different art for the character. Very
Mhm.
similar motif, but instead of being
You described her in year 1 before the entire
yeah.
weird stuff happened as being very
Okay.
attractive, almost distractingly so.
I couldn't remember if your character had met her, but she would definitely be in disguise if that were the case.
During the energy conference dinner?
Right. Right. And I couldn't remember if that was there. So you watch as this woman begins to shrink, maybe like 5 or 6 inches. Her skin shifts from being this tan, dark tan, to being a white, like almost like a very pale white with freckles across her cheeks. Her eyes are a golden cast with almost like a slit shaped eye with metallic golden eyes, and her hair, one side just kind of shifts from pure black to almost like a platinum white. And you instantly recognize her as Mwedu.
Right. Figures. Haven't seen you in a long time.
Lady Delyrander stands up and drops back her chair. Can you do me a favor real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Can you look up Gaius for me real fast?
You're gonna use it against me.
Gaius?
Okay.
Gaius, Gayass, and then Batman slash Superman, and then just put up a picture of it for us, please. Just kidding. No, the spell Gaius, and see if remove curse would have actually removed that or not for me real quick.
Remove curse, greater restoration, or wish spell also ends it.
Sweet. So Lady Delyrander is beside herself. She's standing. She's looking around. And I think you only take the psychic damage if you intentionally have it removed. But if she was unconscious and she was not a willing participant in this removal, I'm pretty certain she doesn't take the psychic damage. Am I right?
She only takes psychic damage if she willingly acts against whatever the command was.
Gotcha.
Since she wasn't the one who removed the curse on herself.
Sweet. And now, yeah. She is going to look over at you. Rose, thank you, but you need to get out of here. Go, please.
Not without you.
She's kind of like stepping forward, like knocking the chairs over and stepping out. And Wadu blinks to the other side of the room, and the doors slam closed behind her.
I mean, I did say not without you, and apparently she's going to make that a thing. Apparently. What is the last thing you remember, ma'am?
She looks at Wadu and looks back at you. Rose, I think we can discuss this later. And she raises her hand, and a streak of lightning just goes out from her palm and strikes Wadu. All right, Lucian.
Hello.
Hello.
Zamra. I mean, Zazie. Fucking names. That's gonna be worse than usual. All right,
Hey,
you
at
guys.
least you're not confusing fucking Kolvanin and Lucian that don't even sound the same anymore.
Yeah, well, they're both very elfy names, you know. It's good. This is a good test for me. It's like practicing names. Anyway, fuck off. So, what are you two doing? You're there.
Well-
you pull up to it. You see it. It's on the horizon. It's on the top of a hill. One of the moons is in the distance.
What the fuck do we do?
That is a good question. I was just about to ask you the same thing. I mean, all right. So, you said something about a mountain range that that she might be willing to go to. However,
Stargates.
yes. But you're also wanting to go back to Fairhaven?
No, not. I wanted to get out of that place
Right.
so that I wouldn't be taken over. I don't think going back to Fairhaven is going to be the smartest decision. We're halfway to Star Peaks right now, going from Fairhaven to Star Peaks. So I think the best thing would be to lie low and wait for the others to come here, and then we all go to Star Peaks together.
Now, what lies in the Star Peak Mountains?
DM,
So,
permission to just run my mouth?
yeah, go for it. Fucking A. Yeah. Just remember what you say.
Well, Star Peaks, there's I haven't been there in a very long while, but last time I was there, there was well, the main thing is there's a circle of standing stones, and they're all etched with runes and magic.
Do they look like
Um,
these? And he points
no.
around.
Not like these. You know, with like a big slab in the middle, big slab of rock, and that thing's like permanently dyed red. And we'd go up there for, you know, the high holy days, and we'd make offerings, make sacrifices. There's a small little campground sort of area at closer to the base of the mountain, kind of like almost not exactly halfway up. The actual site is really, really almost at the top, but usually we would stay in that little campground section. We'd bring tents. We'd bring sleeping bags, bedrolls, camping supplies, all of that. But it's very sacred, and holy, well, holy, I guess. And she air quotes. Which is why I think she would head there.
So it's kind of I don't want to say it's safe haven, but it's familiar. So,
Yeah.
and is there anything there that might give her more power?
More power? I don't know. I don't think that her doing like one of the rituals there would be any better than her doing it here. But because, there's a whole fucking apartment building where the monastery used to be, it might be easier to just do it there.
Right. So, and how long does the rituals take?
Well, it depends on the holy day, depends on the ritual. For oh shit, what's her name? For the Earth Mother, usually it's all day, and then for the Father of Dreams, it's all night, and then for hold on, I need DM. What's the last one's name?
What the grandfather of the deep?
No, there's the Earth Mother, the Holy Union.
Oh yeah.
And for the Holy Union, the rituals tend to last all day and all night. It's like a 24-hour period.
What is the likelihood that that Kovanen and Rose are on their way?
This time, DM, what time is it?
It's dark, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's probably
Yeah.
around the same time that Rose is getting at her. Yeah, this is the same time. Rose, what time did you get to your meeting? It's like 5 o'clock. It's like 5:30 right now.
It was like it would be more like 6:30 because
Okay.
No,
everything was
it-
at 6.
Well,
Okay.
it was also like dark because remember I was the only one that was able to see
Right.
when we got to the apartment building.
Right. Yeah, it's like 6:30, but it's springtime. It's still getting dark at an earlier time. And it's storming. There's constant layer of cloud cover as well. So, even if it were to be like dusk or twilight, it's still pretty much very dark outside.
Yeah.
At this time, I don't. They wouldn't have gone to speak with Rad yet.
Okay. So then, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think that us pursuing her is our most important mission right now. I mean, for the two of us to go alone could be a suicide mission. Stopping her as quickly as possible is probably our best bet.
Yeah. Should I send a message back to Kovanen and Rose and see what they say?
Yes.
Okay, give me one minute.
All right.
Convenient. All right, we're going to switch to Kovanen real quick. We'll catch up to the message after we run a little bit of a scene here.
All right.
Mhm.
All right, Kavanen, you
Okay.
have went back to the Mons after after everything went down, and you're just kind of waiting. You know, Baby Vanen's with
Right.
you.
Yeah, yeah. How's he doing?
Um, so I would say the two of you are probably what room is most comfortable. And I don't know that the painting room is the most comfortable. I know it's the most productive room, but what room would the two of you be able to sit in most comfortably and kind of just chat privately?
Well, I think whichever room is the most normally comfortable, since kind of nobody else is in the room in the house.
Okay.
You know, so probably like the parlor.
Okay.
We've sat around the little table over there a couple times
Yeah.
already.
All right. So you two are in the parlor. He looks shook up. I mean, rightfully so. But he appears uncomfortable, and he hasn't really said much since you guys got back to the house. Yeah. Pretty, I wouldn't say unresponsive, but introspective.
Mm-hmm. So after, several minutes of just like sitting at the table, just like, yeah. Yeah.
And he just looks up at you and he's like, yup. And he's like drinking his glass of wine. It's King of the Hill style. You guys are just looking at each other. Yep.
Yeah, I'm giving him a look that's like, yeah, it's what everything you just saw happen. Yep.
All right. Voss, would you care to tell me a bit more of what's going on here?
Should I start at the beginning or attempt to tell you my understanding of what's going on here now?
That's a great question. I don't even know where to begin. All right. So let's start with my girlfriend turning into a giant monster and flying through the roof of the university.
Quite unexpected. I want to get that right out of the gate. I don't think anybody knew that was coming.
Okay.
But I think she did want that mask on you.
I get that impression as well. Yes, I think so. I can't say for sure, but I mean, she did say that. So, obviously.
Presumably I say presumably, but my understanding is to use you as like a vessel to
To be that thing?
bring about some, I don't know if it was that thing, but either that thing or some other means of terrible but in her mind necessary change, either for you or to the world.
Okay. Kovanen, you get a message from Zazie.
Weir, Novea might head to Star Peaks, far away from Fairhaven. Should we go ahead or wait for you to catch up?
What? He responds in his mind as Kovanen. How far? He ends the sentence there because he knows how it works. Dangerous to go alone. We probably can't catch up in time. She's doing terrible things all the while. I don't want you to get hurt.
Kavana looks at you. What? I mean, she didn't do terrible. Are you?
What? Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm so sorry.
Anyway.
I haven't done that many times. Sorry. Mind message from
Oh.
afar. It's okay, you might another thing you might ask me or yourself is why you, right?
I mean, yeah. Why me? Why us?
Obviously, as you've already come to understand, you are special. From the same lineage as I am. We've already discussed that a little bit, but now it's that much more apparent to you. You saw me as you in the
Nods his
school.
head. Right. So
As
is that what you actually look like?
in my mind, yes. There may be some more terrible, truer version of my essence that's out there yet to be revealed, and I don't want to think about it, but yes, I was that before I was this.
Right. So you were
As was my Voss before me.
She had something else to show me. And she was going to show me when she gets back. Was it something to do with that?
I can only assume what her plans were, but yeah, probably.
He gets up and just kind of walks across the room. He's pacing. All right. We're going to flip to Rose real quick. Rose, you get your message from Zazie.
Oh,
All right.
Zazie only sent it to Kavanen.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Never mind.
Look, I love you, Rose, but that's 2 spell slots.
That is fair.
And there's
We
no
don't
reason to think
exactly
so.
have. We don't
Yeah.
exactly have that to spare.
No, that's perfectly fine. I was half expecting it to not work for some reason or another anyway, so.
That does sound like something Bo would pull.
Oh, what, for not to work? Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it. Yeah, good point.
So do we need to flip back, or?
I'm thinking right now. Oof.
I mean, if
Yeah.
it helps, Rose is kind of praying fervently. In the back of her mind.
Do you have any sort
Curse.
of abilities that that would help with that?
Do I hold on? Divine Sense, Light Hands, spellcasting.
I don't know, like a cleric's divine intervention or something. Do you have a Deus Ex Machina spell?
No.
All right.
Despite being a divine soul sorcerer and a paladin, she has no
Well,
direct divine intervention.
Depending on how things go, you might be playing as Lucky for the rest of the game. All right.
I mean, like, she has one thing she can maybe call on, and that's not something that has any sort of mechanics attached to it.
Yeah, we'll see. I need to also look at Zamra's mom's abilities.
Hmm.
All right. You need to come with me. She points to you, Riz.
Right, so you can finish what my brother failed to do. Not exactly going to fall for that one.
Oh, by the way, she was just struck by a bolt of lightning and shrugged it off.
Yeah, yeah. Rez just gonna stand next to Lord Delyrander, not quite in front of her, though she may want to. Like that protective sort of half in front stance.
Sure.
But like she knows she's not gonna be able to win in a magical duel. So like she's definitely staring Wider down though.
Zamra's mother, who we've identified her actual name, is Ezravash Delyrander. She's the Baron of House Delyrander, so I guess you could call her Baron instead of Lord, but she goes by Lord Delyrander. Kind of takes a step forward and pushes you back, and she steps forward.
She shakes her head like, not the time to be arguing about chivalry. But what is it that you want from me exactly, Modu? Other than my death. Like, that's probably a given. Not. Swamp Cat got your tongue or something?
Just thinking how to proceed.
Oh, well.
She looks at the congregation of people by the back door. She points, leave. And they start filing out.
Damn impressive.
They shut the door behind them.
So, your whole thing with Andre, how much of that was his idea and how much of that was your manipulation?
Roll persuasion.
Wish I could use intimidation for this one. I'll take an 18.
Your brother was a fun companion for a while. Very handsome, well spoken, entertaining in his own way. He, however,
Ultimately,
just a moment. He, however, did not manifest and lost his usefulness for other reasons. You did.
and then you, push him aside. Right.
I just let him do what he wanted. I guess you could say I put him on a path and then let him go.
Yeah, well,
Kind of like I did to you, lady. Or Lord Delyrander. Baron. Seems you have been discharged from your previous obligations. She looks at her and she steps forward again.
hey,
Rose.
whatever this is, your fight's with me.
Rose, just stop.
I mean, that's my entire plan and intent.
You can't go with
Is
her.
to-
You need to leave immediately. She has Zamra. They have Zamra. Moiety takes a
Wait, what?
takes one step back. Edithul is in Stormhome. He's safe, but they have Zamra.
Right. Where?
The Star Peaks. Waito's like turning her head to one side, then the other. We can't let her leave now.
I don't think you're going to get a choice. I do.
There's 2 of you, and there are 7 of us. What do you think you can do?
Oh, my absolute best is one of them.
Or you simply can come with
I've
me,
got to try.
and I will take you to the
Wait.
Star Peaks myself.
Keep saying I'm dumb. Why?
Isn't it obvious at this point? We need you. Same reason we need Zamra. Well, I guess I should say similar reason. A backup, if you will.
Right, right.
A third option.
So, who's the first choice? This will take a step or two forward.
The first choice fell through this afternoon.
That's one of 2 options there.
She points back to the door. The sons of Sibris are tools, just like all the rest. Just like the family. Stay where you are.
I'm not moving any further forward than this.
Sons of
I'm
Sibris.
obviously unarmed.
No tricks. The night drinkers. All of them. Unfortunately, Veer was following me around for however long. Year, 2 year, maybe even since the beginning. Slowly dissecting each one of my plans. And they unraveled. Fortunately, you came along with your friends and got rid of him for me.
Yeah, that felt too easy. I don't know why.
So, will you come with me, or do I need to take you kicking and screaming? Or unconscious?
I don't know which option lets Lord Delirander live the longest. She still has a grandson to take care of.
If you come with me willingly, I will let her live.
Isabel look back at Lord Delirander.
She just kind of
Nod.
She just kind of like shakes her head no. What will it be? She holds out her hand.
Can I insight her to see if she's telling the truth about Lord Lyrander getting to live?
Absolutely. 100%.
I am going to use a point of lucky on that. Where the hell is my luck points? There it is. So this is
Seems legit.
oh, how does a 21 sound instead?
How were you going about changing it from an 11 to a 21?
Lucky.
Okay. No, she's full of shit. She's totally gonna kill her or have them kill her as soon as you guys leave. Or it just seems that way. You get that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Lady
Right.
the Lyrander steps up next to you. She seems very angry. And we're gonna switch
Yeah,
back
the
over
moment-
to Lucian
fine.
and Zazie.
All right. Y'all have fun.
Lucian and Zazie.
Yes, sir.
I want to say, I fucking called it.
What'd you call?
Star Peaks.
I was the one that was like kind of pushing us to like just go.
Well, your characters don't know that. So what are your characters doing?
No, but Ash is doing a little like
Little dance.
victory dance.
Gotcha. I'll allow it. Roll performance.
Here we go. Add my modifier. That's a 509.
Oh my god.
That's pretty good. All right. What are you guys doing? You see in the distance, by the way, the sky is lighting up. Whatever is going on over there is fucking big in the city. The fighting that's going on is fucking nuts. This squad...
Sounds like a them problem.
Yeah, yeah. The squad of Magitech Marines is...
The Space Marine.
Yeah. Magitech Knights are blowing shit up.
Yep. Cool. All right. So,
Have you contacted Pivani? What did he say?
Nothing too concrete. He doesn't want us to get hurt, obviously. But he won't be they're not really going to be able to catch up. And it's dangerous to go alone, but at the same time, she's probably doing horrendous, horrible things while we wait. So we're kind of back at square one.
So, in other words, we're damned if we don't.
Yeah.
Well, Lucian sits back on his magicycle and straps himself in, starts it up, and revs the engine.
What's it sound
So-
like?
Says, I don't know if that went through.
I heard
wasn't
some-
paying
I heard-
Just the
Come on.
first bit, and so you sounded like a horse snorting.
But yeah, so I like rev the engine and say, I don't know about you, but I'd like to be taken to dinner before I'm fucked. So hop on. Let's go get some dinner.
Where? The town is on fire.
In other words, let's go to Star Peaks.
Oh, okay. She'll get on the magicycle, strap herself in. Let's go.
And I take off.
Nice.
And I will say that is definitely like one of those like buddy cop scenes where you know the cooler of the two tries to say some cool shit, but the other one like just doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
You're so dumb.
Each different combination of the 4 characters is some different like subgenre of film, and I love it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Rose is like, "Oh, Lord Delirender, blah blah blah," and she's like, "Call me by my first name, Baron." Just
Fuck.
All right.
my lord.
No, call me by my first name, Lord.
So,
I'm sorry, what?
you guys are heading towards the Star Peaks. Man,
Yeah.
I need to get that map on here. But we'll use the whole Eberron map real quick.
Yeah, we will.
And well, whole Corvair map. Anyway. You can at least get a glimpse of where you got to go. It's all on here. Oh wow, this is that one.
What did you do here?
Okay. I'll have to
Alright,
bring the smaller one on here. So you
we're
guys
in
technically,
here.
we're here. Okay. You
Yeah.
went here, and now you're
Yeah.
going here. So I would
Yeah.
actually venture to say that Fairhaven may even be a little bit closer. However, Zazie failed her navigation roll and gave you some bad directions. But she still knows where it is. She just assumed that it was further away
Yeah.
than it was. It's okay.
So
It's okay.
I mean, when
but-
you're walking there on foot, it feels a lot longer. You
Right.
know?
Right. Right.
See, but at the same time, like it would only make sense, like, because I mean, I'm sure Lucian, in all his rangerly wisdom, would know that going down here. Oh Jesus, that was a big circle. Would lead us back to Fairhaven. So
Well, I just mean using
that's
not
what I'm
using
zooming
the
into.
portal is all I was saying. So, you know.
oh yeah, you know it's so stupid because that was my idea. Like I wanted to like port there, like from that little circle, but I also really want my my magicycle.
Yeah, that's true. If you use the portal, you're not going to get Magicycle. It's about
Yeah, I'd take the magicycle over the portal. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, portal, but Lucian's magicycle is too cool.
Yeah, it's just, you know, you're actually getting there faster too. So, cool. All right, Kovanen. You're chilling at home. Nothing's happening. You haven't heard from Rose. It's, you know, she left a while ago. I mean, who knows? She could be at dinner for a long time.
It's a fancy dinner with like a whole church of people.
Exactly. It could take all night. You don't know. You just know that you need to see Rad by 12.
Yeah, it's like barely 6. You know.
Yeah.
Well, where did we leave off? I had like, yep, I'm a Kovanen. I had a Voss. You're a Kovanen. You have a Voss.
Interesting. So, okay. Do you think maybe perhaps since the lady is gone for however long she's going to be gone for, that you could show me something?
Well, I don't want to overstep. She did say, you know, when she gets back.
Right.
That could be
right.
a
I mean,
couple
it could be a really long time,
months
though, right?
here. It could be if I'm understanding what she's doing correctly, a month or more. DM, she requested that we air quotes, buy some time, right?
Yeah, as much time as possible.
Do I remember if that was okay? So this Goponen's development was like happening too quickly. That was her concern, right?
Exactly, 100%. And she's like,
Okay, that's what I was
kind of
thinking.
slowing him down. And then another reason why she also wanted to buy time as well was because she is taking, essentially like a baby dragon, it's like a year or old or whatever, maybe two the most, into the Dreamlands and trying to age it as quickly as possible. It's like, all right,
Right.
you gotta get this we gotta get this other lady born, hyperbolic time chamber, in reverse. um, so, yeah.
Right. Okay. That helps clarify. Well, hasn't been much time since she's left, and I don't want to again overstep my bounds and accelerate her timetable. So, I will choose not to show you the thing that I think she wanted to show you next. That may be frustrating. I'm sorry, but
It's a bit frustrating. I mean, you keep talking about this thing, and it sounds very interesting, and it's about me, and I just can't get an idea of what it is. And Rad is dead, and
we're gonna talk to him tonight.
I
We're gonna talk to him
know.
at midnight. It's gonna be like
I'm very
right after
stressed out
midnight.
about that, and the whole thing of watching Vaya turn into that thing just keeps playing in my head over and over again. She's so beautiful for something like that to happen to her. It's just.
She had strong convictions about what she was doing, so she was willing to do that.
Right. Right. Can we do something else instead of just sitting around here? I'm absolutely losing my mind. Well, I can't go to the Chalice Center, that's for sure.
No, not yet. All right, come on. We're gonna. It's not far away. We're just gonna go around the block, or two, and I'll tell you about the terrible battle we had the day I learned that my boss was a Kovanen.
You do understand how those words together in the same sentence absolutely just confusing, right? It's man.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's normal to me now.
Right.
All right.
Okay, fine. Take me.
So I escort him, the few blocks away that it was that we fought the first, I think, sleeper that, we erupted up from the wherever it was, and we fought him with Silver Flame. He was that big blue jelly monster
Right.
eating people. Because right before that, Voss was like, well, I guess it's my turn. He turned into a Govan and he went inside.
Yeah, and that was, I mean, I do remember that was kind of like, who drew this blue thing on the map? Was that me? It's funny because it was kind of in that region, because the the Silver Flame place is right here, and he was imprisoned. I think it was actually right here is where the police office was, that where the prisoners were held. And then they kind of like rolled down the alley, and then all this stuff was going on just on the other side of this wall, technically. Maybe over here somewhere.
Yeah, so I'll go on about how, like, Rose and Zazie were like considered as vessels for that thing to be in, to be summoned into, or to contain it or something like that. And how these people want, really terrible things to happen. There are cults who want to bring these things back, and that's destroy lots of things, and they kill lots of people, and they like mess up reality and stuff.
Right. Well, that's no fun. Whew.
That one nearly ate Zazie, but it kind of like died before it was able to, finish that process.
How did you how did you live through all this? It sounds so terrifying and just a lot.
Well, um, you just get better at fighting. I don't know what to say. You get better at fighting, and you have gifts from somewhere else.
Right. Well,
The wings that you saw me manifest at
right.
the school are a boon from the lady.
Interesting. Do I have do I have wings?
No,
I didn't think so.
maybe you don't have them yet. Um, I can't say whether or not you'll ever get them.
Okay.
I'm going to say that I hope not, because that means that your life will be peaceful, and you won't need such a boon.
Okay. Well, um, all right. I mean, I hope so too then. All right, Rose.
Right. Oh,
So you notice that
I-
Lady Delyrander is, you know, still wearing to a degree like ceremonial armor. You know, she's not
mhm.
in like plate or anything like that, but you know, she's not totally
Unarmored.
unclothed either. You are. I mean, I don't even think you brought
And
a weapon of any kind with you, right?
she might have a dagger strapped underneath her dress simply because you don't necessarily go completely unarmed, but she does not have her shield, nor her axes,
Gotcha.
nor her armor.
Gotcha. Huh. Yeah, Lady Delyrander's also not wearing, you know, from what you can tell, any sort of like magic or magically enhanced equipment. Um, and you've never fought with Muedu, so you have no idea what she's capable of.
Nope.
You did see her get hit with a, you know, Eldritch Lightning, and she handled that pretty easily. So,
Yeah, this is where I'm just gonna do a quick, brief, mental apology to Lucky because it's been fun. And I'm going to activate Spirit Guardians.
all right. Can you
That is.
proc that for me? I don't know what that one does.
Let's see. I can't do it at third. Has to be at fourth. I'm gonna show that one.
Cool.
Technically, since Lord Delander is an ally, she is immune.
All right. Call forth spirits of protection. Okay. All right. Cool. Sphere 15 feet. All right. Can you put up a bubble for me?
Yes, let me go and actually cast that so I can do the damage. And there is a way to set an aura. I don't know how to do that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I can do that for you. It's under measure. You get line and you pick circle. And then you go like
Yeah.
boop, 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 boop. That's a square. That's the square. And then you can hit linger.
Yeah. But I know that there's a way to attribute an aura to a token. I just don't know if I can as a player.
Okay.
Yeah, you can right click a token and
Oh,
set an aura.
yeah, good call. Thanks, Steve. I did know that. I
I
haven't
did.
done that in a long time.
I just did it for Eli, so you should be able to do it for Rose.
Yeah, you should be able to with control of your token.
Yeah, the only thing is that we might not be able to see it, but none of the rest of us are actually in the encounter, to my knowledge, so that shouldn't really matter.
Yeah, if there's one currently on Eli, I'm not seeing it. So, but I'm also. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
All right.
So,
The DM can see it at the very least.
Yeah, and I still think we probably don't need to specifically step into initiative quite yet. So you pop that off. Lord Delyrander is kind of holding her, holding herself tight, ready.
Mm-hmm. And Lord Delander will add Rose's auras to her abilities and things like that.
Okay. So as you pop that sphere off, does
Lord Delander will not take any damage from this because I can specify
sure.
no,
does
friendly targets.
Okay, so but it does look like Moedu's in that sphere. Does she get hit?
Yes. She would probably get hit
Okay.
by celestial looking things. Whatever counts as celestial looking for Eberron purposes.
Sure. Yeah, it's golden, if nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and roll
What's
damage.
white?
12
that
radiant
was
damage.
12.
Gotcha. Okay.
Actually, hold on. I'm going to might spend a sorcery point. Let me see what my sorcery points are. Because I rarely use my sorcery points. I am going to use Empowered Spell, which is a single sorcery point to reroll the 2 lowest die.
Cool.
So instead of 12, it is 9 plus 13 for 22.
Okay.
22 radiant.
Sure. Let's see what happens here. What save is it? Whiz save 15. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking for that specifically. It's like I wasn't seeing it on my screen at the moment.
It's fine. Roll. Okay, 22. Cool.
So.
She takes half, I suppose.
Yep.
Back down to 11. All right, so you pop that off. She sees what is it? You know, I guess you're saying it just looks like this gold aura. There's no like actual spirits or anything that flying around in there. It's kind of like a,
There,
yeah. So she
there
steps.
probably are like little motes of light in there. That
Sure. Rose, last chance.
like I said, it's been fun, but either I die here or you're not taking me at all. So, honestly, it's your choice.
I did say kicking and screaming was my second option. So we're gonna slip into initiative order here. I'll say that you went, she went, and now Lady Delyrander is going to go. All right, let's see what she can do. All right, so she is going to jump over this chair and attempt to attack her. I'm gonna have her do just a simple, you know, not athletics, but acrobatics roll to jump over a chair. It wasn't that it was high; it was that it's kind of a weird maneuver. You're kind of hurtling almost. Roll.
Mhm.
Okay. Zamra Delyrander's stat block.
Like mother, like daughter?
Yep. She totally trips on the chair and like falls on her face, and then from the ground with disadvantage, she reaches out to slash out and attack her with her rapier. 15 to hit, does not hit. She just kind of takes another step to the side, and you're up again, Rose.
All right. I think since this is a concentration spell, that's priority 1. Rose is going to move herself over to the doorway. So that would be another 48 of damage. Let me get to that spell. There you are. Thank you. Another DC 15 Wisdom save for 19 radiant damage.
Gotcha. Nat
Oh
20.
shit. So 9 radiant damage.
Yep. All right.
And she's gonna tell Lord Delyrander to run.
All right. So you tell her to run. You're at the door. She's going to walk over to you and touch you, and I need you to make a charisma save.
$26.
Son of a bitch. Fucking awesome. You see.
Did what to underestimate me?
Let me make sure that you pass that. Where is it? Oh yeah, fucking flying colors. Okay. All right. So all right. That's her turn. And Lady Delyrander uses her movement to stand up. She's going to try to reach over and grab a hold of her. You know what? She's not going to do that. That would be a horrible move. She is going to use her Tentacle of the Deep attack. 12 to hit is not going to hit. She can't fucking catch a break right now. But she still summons her Tentacle of the Deep. And we're going to go ahead and switch over to Lucian. Actually, you know what? We're going to take a bio break. All right, friends?
Works for
All right,
me.
see you in a bit.
We'll be
Sounds
back in
good.
10, and when we come back, we'll be with Lucian and Zazie.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Hello.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Hello.
All right. Yeah. So we'll wait for Waffle, and then we'll pick back up with you cats out in the out in no man's land. I wish I had the actual odometer reading on there again for distances and all that. All my old maps were so much better in the last campaign, the second one. The year 2, everything was set up so nice. I should have just stayed with that one. Like, no, I'm going to make everything nice and neat. And then it just didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of making things nice and neat, I spent most of the first half of the session when I was not talking, organizing this trade binder. So now, not only are my cards organized by color, they are also organized by price.
Oh, dang. Okay. So
Yeah.
are you setting it up so that you can do like trades by cost, or what are you trying to do?
Yeah, trades with other people by cost.
Okay.
Like, if I have a $10 card they want, I'd be looking to get roughly $10 worth of cards from them as well.
Yeah.
So it's like equal and fair.
Smart. Very smart.
Yeah, but I'm kind of picky when I do trades because I want to. I try to find things that I know that I have use for. If that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, it's the point of trades is like you're trying to build something specific, and you only have what you have, so you know.
Yeah. And then I finished that and I wanted to do more magic stuff. So I unsleeved a deck and took it apart because I never use it. And now I am in the middle of making another because I cannot stop myself.
It's pretty intense.
No, I'm just sitting here. I'm looking through my cards to see, oh, this semi-synergizes. This might be good. Let me pull this out. And then once I've gone through everything and once I've pulled out everything that sort of works, I can narrow it down to stuff that works.
Sure. Sure. Waffle, are you back yet?
Uh-huh.
Sweet. All right, Lucian.
Hello.
Zazie, you guys are heading
Hello.
north by northeast, up towards the Star Peaks. Lucian, I'm assuming that you're moving pretty quickly.
Yes.
All right, let me get like a couple, drive rolls.
A couple or just one?
Give me 3.
Gotcha. It's a natural 20 for a 33.
Never mind, just 1. Just 1 is fine. Yeah, so you guys are cruising. And Zazie.
Yes.
Yeah, you get a message from Felt. Let's see, 25 words.
Hey, what you doing?
hey, what's up? I'm just kidding. Basically, it's 25 words. It's simple enough. Basically, he says he's on his way to Weir from Fairhaven.
Change of plans. Head to Star Peaks instead. Hold on, DM, go back to the big map.
Are you guys not there? Okay, no, my bad.
I'm not there.
My bad. Cool. You should be there now.
Change of plans. Head to Star Peaks. A change of plans. Head to Star Peaks, mountain range, outside of, but mountain range in Aendair. Meet in Askelios,
Okay.
which is this little town right here.
Gotcha. All right. And okay, we'll switch to the Kovanans for a second. So, Kovanan, you guys are, walking around the city. You get a message from Felt. You get a whale, and you get a whale, and you get a whale.
Felt that doesn't make any sense.
It's heading to Star Peaks. Change of plan, heading to Star Peaks. What are you doing?
Hell, I guess I'm heading to the Star Peaks. More specifically, where?
A few moments pass by, meeting Zazie in Askelios.
I'll find out where that is. Can I bring my kid?
No response.
That would be a new sending. So okay, I get it. Well, I turn to young Kovanan. So I know you have a little bit of combat training. Have you actually had any opportunity to develop that at all?
No, not really. I focused mostly on my the art and some things in the arcane within the circle. Bardic,
Right.
bardic
Well, I
magic,
can't-
if you will.
Okay, right. Well, I can't just leave you here alone with all the evil that's afoot. So let's go see if there's a Magicycle. You got to chase this thing down. The thing being the situation.
Okay. My wife came here. I'm like, get out. She's like, stop being so mean to me. All right, Rose.
All right.
You get a message from Felt. On plans have changed on the way to the Star Peaks. What are you doing? Essentially.
Trying not to die. I'm still at this dinner. Wedo's here. Help? Lots of it.
Continue.
Wedo put a Gaius on Lord Delyrander and several others, and is now attempting to kidnap me.
Okay, so while that's going on, I want you to make another charisma save.
23?
What the fuck, dude?
I have a +10 charisma.
Jesus. All right. Okay, and then Lady Delyrander is gonna take her turn as well.
Mm.
All right, let me see.
Is this a new round?
Yeah, we're continuing the rounds. I don't have
Okay.
the order up, but yeah. She went. Wait, you go after Moidu, right? You were just talking. That was your turn. You get interrupted.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm maintaining concentration, so it's just the 17
gotcha.
damage. If she fails, she's probably going to succeed.
Oof, she misses.
This is a war of attrition. God damn it! You are out of practice, Lord Delirander. You
She
need to start sparring more.
just looks down in shame. All right, you're up.
No, it was just I thought Rose went first in the round order. Either way, she's just maintaining her concentration on the spirit guardians, responding to pelts, and do I have? I do have one of my hand axes on me. That's just going to be a simple hand axe attack.
Okay.
Probably not successful, but like it's the only thing I've got.
Go for it.
Does a 26 actually hit?
Yeah, definitely.
uh,
Not bad.
for a grand total of 4 damage. Second attack. Does a 22 hit?
Wait, you have a hand axe and a dagger? How's that possible?
Just a hand axe.
Okay. Cool.
Or I'm using a hand axe in place of.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I was just saying because you're doing 2, but you have multiple attacks. Okay, yeah, 22
Yeah.
hits. What are you like using fucking Game Genie over there? What are these rolls?
And again, another 4 for damage.
Yeah, I guess I'm not really that
So-
worried about it. I mean, like a decade.
I mean, yeah, because I don't think I can cast any of my cantrips
Right.
or any of my non-concentration spells while I'm concentrating.
Oh,
You
can't
can
you?
cast any spell that isn't concentration without
Yeah.
fear of
Okay.
breathing.
Yeah, you can. You can.
It's-
I'm still saving my spell slots, so
Cool.
it's a
No-
moot point at this point.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, hi mods. Okay. All right, she's gonna go. None of this is working. Let's see. All right, we've got one more shot. All right. Charisma save.
I might actually spend a point of lucky on that.
And that's your third lucky.
No, on my second.
Is it?
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Really? It's 14.
14. You rolled 15.
Yep. Okay, because I can choose which one. I'm gonna go with the higher one.
Yeah,
15.
of course. Yeah, you can go with the higher one. Pretty sure that's how lucky works. Otherwise, it would just be
Yep.
it would just be like luck. All right, so 15. Yeah, you fucking fail. Okay, so she's gonna reach out,
Figured.
and you feel everything around you shift. You're standing in a clearing at the edge of a old city from antiquity, at the edge of the water that has been crushed, and there is a storm raging overhead, and the water is just kind of in the streets of the city, and you're just standing amongst some of the ruins at a slightly elevated position.
Does this look like that one city in the Dreamlands?
Yeah, definitely.
fucking plane shifted me, the bitch.
100%. All right. Lucian and Zazie. The two of you
Yes.
are
Hello.
approaching this town. Man,
Uh-huh.
I've never been to this town. I don't even know what it
We
is.
haven't.
I'm gonna have to look it up. So give me 1 second, guys. I need to pour some boiling water for my wife, in from one container to another. It's kind of like a dangerous pour, and I don't want her to burn her hands. So I'm gonna take care of that, and I'll be right back. But if one of you guys can go ahead and just look up this city, what the hell is it called? Esquilios? Let's see if there's any information on it.
Yep. We sure can do.
I'll be right back.
Okay, guys, what lies do we want to tell him?
It's filled with rainbows and cupcakes.
Here I have one that's actually real according to this World Animal blog post. Inbreeding and harsh winters have dwindled their population.
Oh, lovely.
They're Alabamans.
How lovely for them.
Its entry on the Eberron fandom wiki says Askelios is a village in northeastern Aondair at the western entrance to Descara Pass. End entry.
All right, regale me with tales of Askelios, unless you already read it, everybody.
Inbreeding.
Huh?
Yeah.
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 Wait,
Okay, so the wikis merely state where it is on the continent, but one person's World Anvil entry that they created say that harsh winters and inbreeding have dwindled the population.
man,
It's a village.
you know, honestly, that fits really well with the whole theme of that region. You know, it's like Appalachia. You know, it's like so. You know, you were in basically like I don't know Arkansas when you're in Weir, so you're in like West Virginia right now.
What the fuck? Where is Arkansas?
I'm, I'm just kidding. You know, it's like kind of very. All right, we're moving on. All right, Askelios. Yeah, so you guys approach this town. You know, you see a bunch of old, like dilapidated buildings. Some of the architecture is pretty similar to what old school Weir used to look like. But from what you can see, is it looks like the town is mostly abandoned. You know, maybe they have moved on from this town to Weir, which has become much more prosperous over time. But you know, the few people that you do see around the town and you know, doing things, you know, appear to be a bit destitute, down on their luck kind of town. There is one building in the central square as you're pulling down the main strip that could be a saloon or some form of like bar or tavern. And it is built in the classic style of your Texas slash Wild West bar with the batwing saloon doors, the slightly elevated deck, and you know, bi-level with a balcony overlooking the entrance from the second level. What do you guys do?
Okay. Well,
Hmm.
we're here.
From the ritual circle, the mountain. What is visibility to the lower parts of the mountain and into the town.
So yeah, this
Oh.
town is definitely, from what you're seeing anyway. I don't know if she had a different answer, or Zazie or whatever was going to say something. So I apologize, Zazie, if I cut.
I was just gonna make something stupid up.
Yeah. So I'm sure she knows that it's whatever. But from what you can see, there's a storm, and as you were approaching this area, the storm that was on Fairhaven kind of thickens. It's a bit more intense. The lightning is stronger, and there is a very strong like wind and like gusts going on. I mean, I wouldn't say very strong, but much stronger than what it was as you left Fairhaven and went towards Weir. The weather is stronger in this direction, as you approach the Star Peaks. Your visibility is diminishing as you are going in this direction. I wouldn't say there's a storm wall, but you're definitely heading into the storm.
Oh, bad?
Yeah, not good.
All right. All right. Right. I would say that that's bad for her, but good for...
And also for us.
No. No, I'd say that's actually good. Someone who can sneak all the way up without a trace, if you catch my drift.
Okay. You're suggesting we sneak up there.
I was
Correct?
suggesting I sneak up there, turn invisible, be, things like that. Simply because, just to kind of get a lay of the land. If
I don't know. I don't like us two being up here with them back in Fairhaven, and I especially don't like you going up there alone. I think that wherever we go, the two of us need to stick together.
Well, I do agree with you. I think we also agreed that coming here by ourselves would possibly be a suicide mission.
Yeah, let's try to make it not that as much as we can.
You're right. You're right. All right. So, do this place looks desolate. Are there even people still here?
Well, there's a bar.
Yeah, you can see some low light from inside of the bar. Roll perception, each of you.
Sure. 19.
Okay.
12.
Yeah, so the both of you can hear the sound of either conversations or music or a little bit of both coming from inside. And Lucian, you can see into the entrance through the doors. There's a couple of figures sitting at a bar. You walk up the steps onto the initial porch, and then just beyond the saloon doors, there are looks like two people from what you can see at the bar, just sitting there. So are you guys just kind of in the middle of the square, the main square where this is, just parked in the street, just sitting on the Magicycle, talking to each other, rain falling on your heads.
Well, hopefully Lucian would move us to a more secluded spot where we
Yeah,
could
I was
talk.
just gonna say I would have found like a like somewhere like a nook somewhere, where there's like cover so that we're not in the storm.
Yeah. So there's like a little alley off to the side where there's a bit of a overhang, little lean-to type top off the side of the building itself, where there's a bit of a picket line. You could easily, put the Magicycle in one of the places where a horse would be picketed if you wanted to.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so our choices are to go ahead and go up there on our own, or to wait for somebody else to come.
You already know where my decision lies.
I know. And I assume that I assume that you can also just discern where my decision lies. I don't think it's a good idea to go up there.
I just think that the longer we wait, the more trouble we'll be in when we get there.
I just don't want either of us to die.
Lucian, you feel a portal open in the street directly behind you.
I turn around.
The air splits, like a silver line divides the air, and it opens up into the oval shape of a gateway, and Felt steps out. He immediately puts his hand over his head and is crouching, and looks around. Doesn't see you guys, and then walks into the bar.
Well,
New plan?
our guest, and he has decided our next step forward. Fancy a drink?
Why the hell not?
All right. First round on me.
All right, so you guys clump up the wooden stairs, cross the porch into the bar. Felt is pulling up a chair into the bar. He sees you guys walking in. Hey guys, I found it. Have you guys been waiting for me long?
Hours. We've been here hours.
I mean, I got here as fast
Yeah.
as I could. I mean, that's impossible. I talked to you guys half an hour ago.
How are you?
I'm good. So I sent Rose a message. She never really responded. Rose, what exactly was your response?
Essentially, Meadow was trying to kidnap me. Send help. To paraphrase it.
Yeah.
Oops.
Do you guys know who Mwedu is?
Yes.
Yes.
Don't tell me she showed up.
All right, she didn't show up. You guys want to drink?
Okay, but don't lie to me.
Yeah. So I talked to Kovanen, and
Is he on his way too?
Kovanen and Voss are on their way.
I was actually waiting to speak to Maidu. Speaking of which, from when we were in that one town.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I do remember that coming up. Lucky and I went out there and kind of bumped into some people over there. You know. Anyway, so yeah, of course you guys know her. So apparently she's trying to kidnap Rose.
Oh, fuck.
At least someone is.
So
Zarashek.
funky little
Yeah.
shack.
I hear you.
So, I mean, that's a thing.
I'm sure Rose can handle herself.
Yeah.
And
Well, I sent her a message. I don't know. 2 minutes later, 1.5 minutes later, no response.
Damn it. Damn it, Rose.
Uh.
Fuck, we're too far away. Oh my god. Why does everything always have to happen all at the same time?
Yeah, I don't know. So, there's that. I'm sure she's fine.
I mean,
Lucky's on his way, if that makes you feel any better.
not really. He's rather annoying. That's more of a Rose thing, if anything.
Sure.
But all right. We're here. I mean, I mean, so close yet so.
So, everything's good in Weirden then? You guys just kind of bailed?
No,
No.
absolutely not.
No, not at all. Not at. Like,
It was terrible. It was bad. There were
okay. Okay.
zombies.
Imagine an all-out war, like across the entire world of Ebron, right?
Okay.
And then multiply it by 3.
Wait. An all-out war across all of Eberron
Yeah.
in one town
then-
times 3? I
Yeah.
feel like you're exaggerating. Or
3
maybe,
is a little bit excessive.
or maybe,
Look,
or maybe just a better
maybe 2.
explanation. Because what you're that sounds like.
Okay, so all right, so then I guess the actual sound so much here. There are massive soldiers shooting what looks like lasers out of bigger versions of this. And I hold up Kyber's brain. And they, I mean, they're at least 8-9 feet tall. And I think one of them had some kind of sword, but it had like jagged teeth on it, and it was like making a loud sound like.
You're just taking artistic
and-
license now. Go ahead. That's canon now.
I mean, you said that they were Space Marines. I'm just painting the picture at this point. So, anyway, yes, they seem to be all part of the same faction. They're all a bluish armor, and they are fighting zombies of all sorts. We actually lit some of them on fire. It was kind of cool.
It was pretty cool.
All right. Wow, that sounds.
Okay, the
That does sound
residents of
pretty bad.
Weirden were possessed by something. They're essentially zombies now. People are dealing with them.
Gotcha.
And by dealing, I mean killing. But we have other things to worry about.
All right. So what's more important than fighting off a horde of zombies in Weirden? What's going on in the Star Peaks that's taking precedent?
Vea will be there.
Vea will be in the Star Peaks?
Yes. I can almost guarantee it.
Huh.
Hence why, hence why I got here so fast, and why I am rather impatient, because I feel that the longer that we wait, the worse it will.
Okay. Yeah. It's just a lot. That's a lot to take in. Um,
Yes.
Sure. I just have a question. I mean, just like off the top of my head, thinking it's like.
Sure.
So, why are there all these zombies in Weirden right now?
I don't know.
We didn't ask them.
He just gives you.
We're kind of busy trying to prevent this other end of the world happening.
Sure. But I mean, don't you think that something might be going on there?
I mean, to be fair,
Probably, but the big people with giant guns there seem to have it decently under control.
yes.
And
Also,
theoretically, if what happened to Vea is what I think it is, if we kill Vea or stop whatever is happening, everything bad is going to stop ever.
Everything bad's gonna stop. Okay. All right. Roll persuasion.
add advantage, because I'm gonna help.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
What?
17.
Damn.
He seems a bit. He doesn't seem completely sold, but he just kind of shrugs. Okay. I'll buy in. I still have questions, but I will. I'm along for the ride. And
How are you able to use portal
Good.
technology?
Good.
How are you able to use portal technology?
That's a great question. I have resources provided to me by the organization that I work with.
Interesting. Would you be able to use your portal technology to, at the very least, get Kovan and Voss here faster?
Huh. Possibly. I'd have to see if I could get it cleared.
Get it cleared.
It's not.
You know.
It's not up to me.
Oh.
Why is that so funny to you?
Because I will shoot you. Get them here fast.
You kind of cut out, bud.
I heard him. He said he was going to shoot him if he doesn't get him there fast.
In the
enough.
forehead.
In the forehead. We missed that for sure.
Yeah.
Roll intimidation, I guess.
Can I help him?
Sure. Roll
I'll
with
help you,
advantage.
bud.
Hell yeah. 20.
Let's see. Huh. I mean, that's a pretty compelling argument. Let me step out for a minute.
You know, if you step out and run away, once
I'm
we're
not
done with
going to run
this,
away.
I will hunt you down.
I'm not going to run away.
You have 45 more seconds.
Lucian, stop. I'm going to see what I can do. Okay? Seriously. Just stop being a dick for like 10 minutes. I'll do the same. And he walks outside. All right, Kovanen.
Wait. Right when he walks out, whew, that got intense. I wasn't really going to shoot him.
Yeah, 45 seconds is a little bit of
It's my
little
turn.
too tight. Sorry.
That was awesome.
All right. So are either of the Magicycles even here? One of
No.
them, obviously, it's weird, and the other one, I don't even remember where the other one was.
One is in the Dreamlands, the other
There
one's
you
with
go.
me.
That's what I was trying to say. Okay, well, we open up the barn and they're both gone, and I'm like, well,
Well, we could, I suppose we could call a carriage or something, unless you have some other faster way to travel.
well, it's a start. I'll pat my pockets as if I'm like looking for something, even though it's like I know I don't have anybody's business cards in my pockets. I don't know how to. I don't think I've ever called a cab in this city.
We have a, we can request a House Orion transport inside. We do have a communicator. Most houses have one. You've never used
In
it?
our house?
Yes.
Yeah, show me where that is.
All right. It's the Civis radio we have right in. He starts walking into the house.
No, stop. Just show me where it is. What are you talking about?
All right. Just. And he walks into the front door, and he walks through the grand vestibule into the dining room, and there is the music player, the House Civis Crystal radio that's sitting in the dining room. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's not there in the picture right now. It was the music player that's been in there for forever. It was sitting right there.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
there now because it's a different map because I just loaded it up. And he walks over to it, and there's a couple of dials on the front of it, and he tunes in to one, and he speaks into the horn on the end. I'd like to request a escort to. Where are we going?
Askelios?
Askelios. House Orion escort to Askelios.
Express service.
Express service. A few minutes go by. House Civis operator. Hello there. I calling. Received a message for an express escort to Askelios. He goes back over to his. Yes, I was just trying to get a quick escort to Askelios. This is Kovanen, Odwes Rogare at Rogare Mans. Pauses for a moment. And essentially it's just message. But it's live. I'm sorry, sending, but it's live. Alright, we'll send someone to you immediately. Funds will be deducted from your account. A moment later, a thin slice of silver opens up in your dining room. The air opens, and Felt looks into the room.
Phil, you work for Orion?
No?
Are you like moonlighting as a taxi?
No, I had to come
would
get
get
you,
Galan?
or Lucina was going to shoot me in the forehead.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys want to come in here through here real quick? Listen, when you guys come in here, there's going to be some weird things.
Duh.
It's not what you think. Just ignore them. All right?
Oh, in there's gonna be okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. What
I'm
can
just gonna.
surprise me these days?
There's a seat for the two of you. I'll walk you there and you just sit down. Just come on in.
Okay.
All right. So you guys step into the portal, and as it opens up into a like this massive metal, almost like it almost looks organic in a way, but it's also metal. And you see out through these like two large portholes at the other end of this room. It's almost semicircular in shape. And as you step off of this platform, you see an area behind you where there are multiple chairs and people sitting at a station, and there's a man at the top of that station where there are multiple people at consoles sitting at what looks like a airship helm. He's a tall blonde man sitting in a chair. His eyes are resonating with this like bright teal color. And Felt kind of walks you over to an area off to the side. This room looks kind of like the bridge of an airship, kind of like the area that you've seen on Zamra's airship, where the people are kind of congregating together, but way more sophisticated. The bells and whistles that are going on are weird. This is just weird. And he sits down next to you guys in a couple of chairs that are off to the side. It's like a row of desks that are facing the opposite direction. And, there's some writing implements and some kind of like Magitech like screens that have letters on them that are, or symbols on them that are foreign, and numbers. It'll just be a minute.
I thought a portal was just like here to there.
Yeah, it is here to there, kind of. We went from where you were, parallel to where we are now. We just got to travel a short distance, and then we'll go right back over.
So it's sort of like the time distance thing in the Dreamlands.
Kinda. That's a good interpretation of it. Yeah. Not quite as concrete.
Okay. Is there a name for it?
Yeah. Yep.
Can I know it?
Yeah. It's called the astral. The astral plane.
DM, have I ever been through the astral plane?
Don't think
Maybe
so.
to a moon or something?
I don't think so. I'm not positive.
I went to a moon once. It's my only idea.
Huh. Maybe. Maybe.
I don't know.
The person, you know, that you saw seated in the helm kind of calls out, "All right, Felt, drop your friends off. We're here."
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that was it. And
That's handy.
it opens up. You see a street and rain falling out, and you're about to step out. Hey, Felt, can you just wait 1 second? And roll insight. Okay.
18.
You can tell as Felt's approaching the portal, he kind of like dips his head down a little bit. He looks nervous.
Is he in trouble?
It's like, yeah, you guys can go ahead. You guys just going ahead. I'll be there in like 5 or 10 minutes. Oh, and also, can you not tell anybody any of the things that you just saw in here ever, please?
I got too much shit going on. You're fine.
Yeah, including Lucian. Especially Lucian. Please.
Okay, but now I'm really suspicious.
I'm really suspicious. Anyway. Go ahead. I'll be there in a minute.
I just elbow Kovanen. Like, well, I guess that'll just be secret for us.
You step out of the portal into the rain.
Yep.
Rose.
Is it raining on her side of the Dreamland Divide? I know
Yeah.
that you said the streets were wet.
Yeah, it's still raining. It's not like it was when you saw it before. Last time you guys saw it here, there was a massive storm on this side that was kind of encompassing this area. Wadu just starts walking.
Oh, she's with me!
Yes.
Right. I'll do that. Why here?
Well, I mean, we can travel much faster here. What would take us a day here will take us moments on the other side. So we can take our time.
Let's grab my gear. Fine.
What gear?
You know, the whole pseudo armor, my axes, my shield, the things that I actually prefer using, because magic can only go so far.
Right, you won't be needing any of that. Just make this easier on yourself. Let's go. Come on.
I'm walking with you. Rose does catch up. What? What now?
She points off.
Sacrifice me to whatever.
She points off into the distance. You see this massive storm cloud just like looming over the land ahead. The area underneath of it's hazy.
Do I recognize that direction? From the last time Rose was in the Dreamlands.
Let's get a quick navigation roll or a history roll.
I'll take history over navigation.
Okay.
I don't have navigation.
There you go. No navigation tools.
That's a nat 20 for a 19.
Nat 20. So I don't think you've ever been there.
Because the only place Rose went was wherever the egg that Aurora came from was being kept.
Right, where the egg fell.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah, I think that was the Star Peaks on that side.
Mhm.
My mistake.
Well then.
I'm looking at my Dreamlands map. All right, let me find. Sorry, it's kind of hard to remember. Um, I think it was Hethic Claw was the name of the mountain where it landed.
Yes. Yes,
Can-
Hethic Claw sounds familiar.
Can anybody confirm that?
How do you spell that?
Wow. I don't think it matters.
I do remember that name, so I do think that is it.
Oh,
It's
Priest
HATHEG dash
E-G,
HA.
K-L-A.
Oh yeah. Oh, did it come up?
Yeah, I just have to wade through all the words weather in my notes to find Hethic Claw.
Yeah.
Always
Oh.
dusk there. Not a nice dusk. Always a depressing haziness. Plateau of Lang, something is here from the south. We should
I would think you just have to look for egg.
For id.
EGG. Egg.
Anyway,
Egg.
it's north of Ulthar, which is Ulthar is where you guys are on your side. So yes, you know exactly where it is. That is Hethic Claw.
Ah,
And that was exactly the same
Right.
mountain range that you guys went into when the egg fell in, on this side.
Yep, we had to get the egg from here.
Okay.
yep.
That's
Rose
right.
definitely.
I keep mixing up who was there for that thing, and you were totally there.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
Rose-
Julia had to help track the person at the bar, so this was Rose.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Rose definitely does grumble a little bit. Can we at least, I know you're probably going to kill me when we get there, but if I'm going to be marching for a month, can I at least get something better than this glittery mess of
It's not,
dress?
It's not going to be a month.
The last time I went from that mountain to here, it took a month of marching.
She snaps her fingers, and you are wearing road clothes. You have like a basic breastplate on, small buckler attached to your arm, and a basic hand axe.
Oh, that's more than what I was expecting.
I figured you'd
Thank
be
you.
feeling a bit more comfortable, and it's always a possibility we could come across something inconvenient.
I
So,
gotta ask,
go ahead.
what are you?
She-
Rose is asking what it is.
Yeah, she blinks. Roll perception as you're staring directly into her eyeballs.
Lord. 12.
Nope. What exactly am I? So she slowly floats into the air, and as she beginning to fly, she grabs you by the wrist. You feel your body become almost buoyant, almost like you stepped into water, and she begins to carry you along with her as she flies towards the storm.
really find me into the. Well, you did say we weren't going to take the entire month, but I probably should have kept my mouth shut. Don't like this.
The one thing you
Rose
do
still
notice
does not like flying.
is that her eyes are metallic. Um, and almost like serpentine in the formation of her eyeball. Like a golden, like a warm golden color to her iris. And you guys begin to fly. All right, Lucian.
Hello.
Your portal sense goes off again. Not as strongly as last time. Roll perception. 10.
10.
It's outside somewhere. You can't distinguish exactly where it is, but you know, towards the direction it was last time.
Oh, you've perked up. Are they back?
I would imagine so. That's what I'm assuming.
Should we go out and see?
Be my guest.
Yeah, she'll get up from the bar, abandon her drink, and head outside to see what's happening.
All right. Voss and Kovanen, you two have stepped out of the portal into the street. It's like a packed dirt and gravel street. The streets are wet. There's some runoff coming up, coming down from the higher end of town. As you look towards your right, there is a large storm in the darkness. You can see the lightning illuminating the shape of the mountains, and there's pretty large swaths of water cutting through some. I wouldn't say they're well-worn water paths, but they're well-worn now. There's rocks being dislodged in the earth, and some pieces of architecture are being unearthed, and the whole place is just kind of getting doused in water. And Zazie walks out at the front of a building in front of you guys. Looks like kind of like a saloon.
Yeah, I'm just looking around and getting the sights. It's like, man, this place kind of sucks. Oh, hello.
Kovanen? You guys.
I-
Oh, thank God.
I point
He's
at him,
gonna.
then I point at myself. I'm like, yes.
She's gonna run up and give them both a big hug.
All right. Can I have everyone roll a dex save?
Oh, lovely.
But I don't want to dodge the hug.
No, this is simul.
That's a 17.
Everyone outside or everyone in general?
Everyone outside.
Oh no.
Don't. You guys are fine. I rolled in that one. The air splits and Felt falls out of a vertical hole in the air directly into the mud, like face plants on the ground, splash, and then the portal closes behind him. So we throw it like a bag. You see an arm reach out and a bag get thrown out down and lands on his head.
Hey, Felt's here too.
Oh. Oh. Are you okay, Felt? That looked like that hurt.
He just picks up the bag and walks into the saloon. He just ignores you.
Okay.
Embarrassed.
What was I doing before that? Oh, yes. She hugs both Kovanens.
Oh, well, let's go inside. It's raining.
Yeah. Lucian's in there.
Oh, good.
We don't have a plan. We don't have a plan. And Rose might have been kidnapped by Mwedu, out of all people. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I should have asked Rose if she wanted to go with us on the cab we called to get here, but then I didn't actually have a way to get in touch with her anyway, and then we got snatched up and teleported. We haven't done anything all day since the school. I have no idea where Rose is. I thought she was at a dinner.
I know. I don't know. It's all very strange. It's all very strange. Now, how, uh, um, co- now that the both of you are here, and the both of you know,
I can't help you with what you're going through
not
right
sure
now.
what
You
to
don't-
call you, guys. You Kovanen. And she points to younger Kovanen.
Yes. He takes a step forward towards you.
How much did my Kovanen update you about? How much did he tell you?
A bit. I certainly would like to know a bit more, but I think I have a pretty good understanding that there's a bit of a cycle going on with us. He's like
Yeah.
my predecessor, and there's other Vosses and whatnot. But just for the sake of keeping things simple, do you think that I could be Kovanen and he could be Voss? I mean, I just think it's only fair right now that he could be Voss, and maybe later on I'll be someone else's Voss, but for the time being, I'm Kovanen, and, you know...
Yeah, Gavanin is really all he's kind of ever known.
Yeah, it's just my name.
Yeah.
And I've known him for 18 years, and he's been Voss the entire time. And I never really thought
Okay.
about it, but, you know, Voss is kind of like me. You know, if you ever had a father, and you called him...
I didn't.
Oh. Well, I mean, I kind of didn't either. I didn't call him like dad or father or papa or anything like that. But when as I grew older around here and got acclimated, I realized, oh, that's what people say. They don't call them Voss, and I didn't really know that also that exactly he was my father. But I kind of knew, but it was just one of those things that's unspoken. It's like, it just, I suppose, doesn't need to be said. Anyway,
Okay, I'll do my best, but he's always gonna be my Kovanen, so I might slip up a couple times.
it's okay. It's okay, but I might get confused in the moment. But I'll try to use context clues as well, so I can just say, hey, oh, I'm Kovanen. But for the time being, I think I know that you're talking to him, so that'll be okay too. So, if okay,
It's going. It's fine. We get it.
Yeah.
We're good.
I'm gonna go inside now.
I'm glad we had this conversation out here where Lucian could not make fun of us.
Ooh, that's a good point. I'll wait for you to go inside.
What?
Just come inside. We go inside.
He nods his head and starts walking on in.
Okay. Everyone but Rose is here.
I can.
Anyone have any ideas what to do now?
Why are
Felt-
we here?
I can try to message Rose again, maybe. Message sending. Let me see something real quick. And you see him just
We're here.
stare off into space. Go ahead.
We're here because Star Peaks is here. Vea wasn't at Weir. Weir was sort of overrun by zombies, essentially, to make a long story short. and I am 85% sure that Vea will be here at Star Peaks at the old ritual grounds.
Seems fair. We go up there and stop her, presumably.
Yeah. I think that's the general plan. Specifics are kind of lacking. Lucian, for a second, said he wanted to go up and sneak up on his own invisibly to see what was happening. I don't think that's the best idea.
No, because I'm sneakier.
I don't think anyone should go up there alone.
Probably not, because none of us know what's up there. You do, but you can't go up there by yourself.
I'm not good. Oh, yeah. So there was a quarry at Weir, and it attempted to mind control me. That's a whole other thing that's happening simultaneously to all the rest of these things, because that's always how everything happens.
All of us are just too dang special, I guess.
I wish we weren't.
Well, let's hear back from Rose.
So
See where she is.
Felt looks up. All right, guys. I just got a message back from Rose. And it's not good. And that's the end of the session. Oh no, you guys did not see that coming. Oh no. Totally did not. No one saw that coming.
Oh, how horrible
Oh
you've
shit.
tricked us.
Oh man. All right.